Hello. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about something called intuitive inkblots. Inkblots were already a thing, but I've just added the intuitive part to it because there's one vital difference between your standard inkblot and an intuitive inkblot. You see, an intuitive inkblot has to have an intention set to it. You must set your intention. Anyway, I'll speak about all that later on. I was going to demonstrate, but I don't have much time to demonstrate this, but I'll upload these videos in several parts, I think. So you need two important things, actually three if you include the paper. The paper could be your standard, get this off, your standard A4 paper, but what you do initially is you fold it in half like so along its width, like that. There should be nothing on this page. This is just the completed work, and then you scribble the ink intuitively to how you don't think too hard about the specific patterns you make on the paper. That just defeats the purpose. All you have to do is focus on the intention and just let it happen. And then afterwards you will fold it in half like this again, fold it and then press it, go like this, and then when you have to do this while the ink is still wet, and then you slowly peel the page like this, and then there you have it, ta-da, your final inkblot. So I'm gonna be I don't know if maybe I'll have time to interpret these real quick, what it might mean, because I've set intentions for these. It's more than inky scribbles. Okay, so other than the paper, obviously you need a quill or a glass pen could work. Anything that holds ink and brings the ink to the page. And you need ink. I prefer black ink, and this is called the ink. The specific ink I'll link in the description, but this is literally the best ink I've used, and it's so important. These are the requirements. So the ink has to be somewhat warm enough to flow properly, and so does the quill or the glass pen you're using. You also need paper that can be folded in half. You must set your intention, and it also helps to ask for an easy enough pattern or symbol to appear on the page. You don't ask for like specific symbols, that's cheating, but you ask for something that you'll be able to interpret either by emotion or interpret with your, did I say emotions? Interpret with your heart or interpret with your mind. Yeah. So I've said the requirements, the how-to, I've said that. Just thinking about what I haven't said. Okay. So the ink blot, intuitive ink blot, is actually a way to investigate feelings or to do shadow work. If you've heard of the term, I find it very brilliant for these things. So intuitive inkblot drawings are able to make us feel a specific way after looking at the patterns that form on the page. I realize I'll set my intention on something, a query or some kind of question or something along the lines of that, and then when I initially open the page again, the folded page again, like this, like that, ooh, and then the actual ink blot appears on the page like that, and it's completed and it appears on both sides. A rush of emotion or a specific feeling or a specific memory just hits me. It doesn't happen like all the time. It depends on what I'm setting my intention on, obviously. Yeah, so it can make you realize underlying feelings that you didn't know were even there. So they're able to make us feel a specific way after you look at the patterns that form on the page. And from this abstract mesh of like patterns, the mind can pick up on any familiar symbols, themes and ideas from the page, or archetypes and so on. This one, for example, my intention was sort of like a message from, I can't say who or what, but it was a message that was brought to me on this page, and it took me a while to realize what that message was, but I've interpreted this overall as a symbol of protection. Because, why do I say this? Because this in the middle, the white space in the middle here, you'll notice it looks like a trident. It's a clear image of a trident. This stuff all around it, it's sort of like spreading. Okay, actually, let me make this clearer. It's gonna sound like I'm speaking nonsense. So, when it comes to interpretation of these ink blots, there are three main things that can be identified from an intuitive ink blot, which is an ink blot with an intention placed upon it. So, number one, energy. Two, emotions, and three, symbols. This is a very obvious symbol right here. Ooh, this kind of looks like I've just realized like a person with a really long, I don't even know what to say. Kind of looks like, snakes, a snake's tongue. That's so weird. Maybe it's not a person. Anyway, I wouldn't know what that means. Yeah, I'd say the more you come back to it and look at it, the more you realize things. Okay, where was I actually? Three things. Okay, energy, emotion, symbols. So with the energy, you think, are the lines and patterns rough, smooth, jagged, or arranged in a noticeable way? Sometimes it's really obvious, sometimes it's really not that obvious, but the center is mainly like blank, and around it is mostly concentrated on the sides. I don't know, this reminds me of, I can't even explain why, it reminds me of time. It just reminds me of time, and also brainstorming or some kind of chaotic, like, because it looks like, okay, this is a person again, and then stuff just flying out of their heads in all directions, like, so it's like very quick lightning force. This, it kind of looks a bit trident like. I can't say everything's a trident, stop it. Oh, and I almost knocked. It's closed anyway, there's nothing to worry about. My ink over. And this one, I focused on, this is the energy of like a yes, like a total complete yes, the word yes. And this is the final image. It looks really cool, doesn't it? But you don't really need A4 paper, but A4 paper is like the most ideal. I think I used like only half of a page to start off with, then I've just folded it more. Oh, I need to stop doing that. Okay, so I talked about like the lines and how they're arranged. I always lose my train of thought. Okay, symbols, they're like the most important feature, because it's a very obvious sign, isn't it? So if any appear, think to yourself, what does it mean? Don't worry, I'll do a demonstration on another video when I have the time, probably tomorrow if I'm lucky. I'm so busy. And emotions, like you think, are you hit by a feeling or sensation when you're looking at the intuitive ink blot? Like there's some ink blots I've done in the past and looking at some of them now, I'm like, this is, it's kind of disturbing. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like some of them are kind of creepy looking, like this is a bit, but it doesn't look that creepy, but it does look strange. It gives me a very strange feeling. And this one as well, it's like, what is it? What is, but that's not the point. Intuitive ink blot drawings shouldn't make you insane and obsess over what it means. If you can't get like any meaning straight away, never like stress yourself out. Like, you can try again and focus on your intention even more. Look, this is what I'm talking about when I say creepy. What is that? What even is, looks like some kind of like blob, a monster. And it's like, ooh. I like this though. Ooh, I don't know what kind of, looks like some kind of extraterrestrial, I can't speak properly, extraterrestrial being. And this, a thing, wow. It's like, isn't it so cool? Wait, there's the great eye up there, and then another trident, and it goes down, 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 down. I need to stop making silly noises. So, yeah, I'll do a demonstration another time. But this is really cool. Yeah, so cool. I just thought I'd share that. So if you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, even comment what you think, or you can even comment like what you think about these ink blots and what kind of impressions they're giving you. So yeah.